Don't worry, there's still time to revive your lawn. Hi, I'm Joe Witkowski. Last year I didn't have a chance to aerate or fertilize and overseed my lawn, so this spring it's looking pretty sad. Now when I was out here doing this, it was the first week in April. It is now the last week of April, and you still have time to do this. Typically you want to do this while it's still cool out and you're getting plenty of rain. If you do this later in the year, you're going to have to make sure you keep your lawn watered. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to aerate. Now I'm just not going to go over this one time. I'm going to go over this 3, 4, maybe 5 times. And basically by doing that, I'm trying to jumpstart not doing this for the last 2 years. The reason why I'm aerating so much is I want the grass seed that I'm going to put down for overseeding to go down into the holes. This will keep the birds from eating it, and grass seed needs to be touching the ground in order for it to germinate. I also want to tell you that I cut the lawn down to a number 2 setting. All those bare patches you see, those are from moles. So now my plan is to take the seeds and try and put seeds in every one of these little holes. Shouldn't take me too long. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm going to mix 2 kinds of seeds together, and this has always worked for me. So for you, it's probably going to be a trial and error kind of thing. Now I'm going to mix it together. It's kind of hard to do with one hand while holding the camera. Now I'm going to put it on a low setting and make several passes. I don't want to put too much down, and I want to put just enough down so some of it will go into the holes. This is the Yardwork spreader, so I've got it set on a 5.5. Now here I want to show you how this is working, and you can see down in some of the holes, or just about every hole, there is a grass seed or 2 in each hole. Now it's supposed to rain the same evening I did this, and the whole idea is some of these seeds will wash into the holes as it rains. The ones that are just laying on the top of the hole should fall in with the rainfall. And you can see there's quite a bit of grass seed in each hole, at least 1 or 2 pieces. There's 3 in that one. After I spread the seed, I'm going to put the first application of fertilizer down. And I'm going to do this one right after the other. First the seed, then the fertilizer. When I put my fertilizer down, I put it on a very low setting and go over the lawn 3, 4 times. And for my spreader, I've got it set on a 4.5. I'd rather make extra passes and not burn the lawn. 3 things you don't want to do when you're fertilizing. You don't want to stop while the fertilizer is open, unless you can turn around and shut the valve. 2, you don't want to open the valve unless you're moving. And 3, don't fill the spreader while you're on the lawn. Fill it while you're on the driveway or a sidewalk. Now this is about 3 weeks later. It's the first cutting since I put the seed down and fertilized. We've had a lot of rain and cool weather, so that's helped a lot, and you can see how well it's filled in already. Now this is the first time I've over aerated, and I'm very happy with the results. It's filled in the lawn really well. Right here is one of the bare spots from the moles, and there's quite a bit of grass seed in that area. That came out pretty well. Now I cut this on a high setting on my lawnmower at a number 4. The next time I cut it, I will cut it at a number 5. Cutting the lawn higher makes it look more plush, and because it's higher, it hides a lot of the bare spots that you may have. And you can see here in some of the areas, some of the spots haven't quite filled in, and the weeds aren't completely dead. So we will check back in a couple of weeks towards the end of the month, and I will let you see what it looks like then. Until next time, thanks for watching.